StrifeCro doing a great job evening out the harvester counts. So Pain able to keep his harassment up on StrifeCro, able to balance out that harvester count, kind of bringing them to an equal level, and StrifeCro actually with more changelings, so it's really able to run it in. These changelings now, because there's no overseer, Pain probably not able to see it as easily, these two little dots coming onto the screen, and looks like StrifeCro is just going to walk into the middle of Pain's army, so he's going to have plenty of time to figure out what Pain's doing. Pain, meanwhile, taking his expansion and really just bulking up his forces, looking at the army count. Now Pain slightly ahead, being able to take out, I think some of the army count was these drones. So StrifeCro, meanwhile, trying to get his macro back up, finally getting the spore colony in. Meanwhile, Pain now about to break down the rocks and going to make his first push. Has a good collection of units right now. Multiple Thors on the field, tanks, and just a lot of heavy artillery, so we'll see what StrifeCro's response with. Now, meanwhile, StrifeCro, though, does have sight of this, so he knows that Pain is coming. He knows that Pain's going to get here. StrifeCro has gotten infestors, and it looks like he has Neuroparasite down. We'll see whether or not these infestors, they do have enough energy to put them down, so I think StrifeCro's response largely going to be with the infestors and a mix of his forces, too. So here goes the second set of rocks, and we're about to see a pretty epic battle. Pain leading now, getting ready, leading with his Hellions and able to burn away. I think those are a few Zerglings now. StrifeCro throwing down the fungal growth and retreat for that. I like this play by StrifeCro, throwing down the fungal growth and letting the fungal growth doing its maximum damage. I'm throwing down another one too, and this is great play by StrifeCro because Pain really can't move forward without these units, or doesn't want to. And now finally, after all of those, the Neuroparasite on the Thor and the tanks, and huge battle going on. StrifeCro doing a fantastic job. Wow, completely decimates Pain's army right now. And wow, that was a great job by StrifeCro. Very good micro right there to really take it out. Even had a little drone in the mix to join in the fight. And wow, look, StrifeCro right now looks like he's definitely ahead of Pain. Should be able to push in at this point. I'm not quite sure why. Maybe he doesn't feel comfortable with this enough units, and maybe he thinks Pain has too many tanks already sieged up. But I think instead probably going to focus on out macroing him. Looks like StrifeCro running down here, going to take out this expansion. Meanwhile, also sending in a unit to scout to see what Pain's up to, what's on Pain's field. PainUser trying to hold down this chokepoint, because now he's going to be vulnerable for the attack as well. Wasn't able to control that unit, so recognize that was a changeling, and I think StrifeCro gonna keep macroing up, gonna take this expansion right now and use his advantage, winning that battle to really outmatch PainUser in terms of the economy. Right now, StrifeCro is ahead, has a higher harvester count in his mining, better than Pain, but Pain looks like he's going to be coming down here, has set up his expansion as well. So right now, Pain going off 4 bases, about to mine out his main, so going to be at 3 base. Meanwhile, StrifeCro is going to be doing the same. So both users doing a great job continuing the macroing. Pain going to be opting for the planetary fortress here. StrifeCro does stint this out and building a second command center, so he's either going to be floating off and getting a 4th as well, or what he might be doing here is, because he might be doing a double planetary fortress, so really trying to defend this expansion. Meanwhile, StrifeCro continually trying to gain more insight on Pain. Whether or not these are going to survive, we can watch it this time, and is able to run in. Pain unable to detect those two, so StrifeCro gaining plenty of intel on Pain and his users. I like how Pain's setting up his siege tanks right here, kind of not too clumped together so that StrifeCro doesn't have the ability, and even setting up a sensor tower right now. Wow, I don't see this a lot, but the sensor tower is fantastic. Look at its range. It can detect any units moving. So, a sensor tower right here on StrifeCro makes a lot of sense. Does not know if StrifeCro's going to be coming down the middle or not. Meanwhile, StrifeCro sending out a small set of units trying to do some harass, and going to be decimated by this planetary fortress. Taking the gold expansion, so every expansion on the map taken except for the bottom expansion right now for here. And meanwhile, StrifeCro is going to be upgrading, pretty much just upgrading these units now with both sides bulking up. PainUser throwing down a fusion core. Looks like he might be at some point going to be switching up to battle cruisers. Wow, transitioning to that late game and really flexing the mech of Terran too. Taking a look at the army, StrifeCro significantly ahead, and the harvesters are pretty even, so StrifeCro definitely has a bigger army right now. And I think just kind of like Pain, meanwhile, has a Hellion regiment trying to sneak in there, seeing a group of Hellions can do a significant amount of damage, has the upgraded flamethrower, so a group of 4 can wipe out large amounts of drones in just a few blasts, and it's a great harassment tactic. And I think he's going to try to run up the middle with this one too, so we'll see what happens there. Meanwhile, StrifeCro upgrading to Broodlords, which is the answer for. And here we go, PainUser running these Hellions in. I think they were on attack. Well, I'm not sure why they were attacking those spying drones, but multiple being taken out. But able to sneak a few past it, and these drones are just going to go down. If we take the unit count, 58, and multiple ones going down right there, taking out 10 even more. And the other side coming down too, splitting up his Hellions, doing a great job harassing in multiple parts of the field, so forcing StrifeCro to bring his units around and try to really take care of the harassment. So Pain doing an excellent job harassing and keeping this I'm running out of voices. Keeping the economy of StrifeCro down. Meanwhile, StrifeCro looks like we're gonna have a huge battle going on here, and StrifeCro with the Broodlords. Pain doesn't have that many. Has to back up here. Oh no, this Thor is going to get caught out of position and going to get decimated. So Pain setting up his tanks, has the planetary fortress. I like that he has 2 sets of tanks right now. I'm not sure if StrifeCro sees the second set of tanks, so great job by him. He does know that it's there, and wow, just decimating away. Here's the big battle. StrifeCro comes in, Neuroparasite on the tank, Neuroparasite on the, but it's just getting blasted away. Meanwhile, the Vikings are taking 3 shots at the Broodlords, and is it going to go down? Building the second planetary fortress. The SCVs are healing like crazy. Can it hold up? Will he be able to? Fungal growth going down, and it looks like yes, PainUser able to hold it off. The double planetary fortress, the SCV saving that planetary fortress from going down, and the tanks just firing away. I don't think these Vikings have any kills, but definitely doing a great job trying to take out the Broodlord. So wow, huge exchange on both sides, and still both players macroing like crazy during that battle. StrifeCro still at 145. PainUser still behind by a count of 30 too, but I just think these 2 planetary fortresses are going to do some massive damage. So we'll see whether or not StrifeCro is going to switch strategy.